What if I told you you could get into a prime beachfront location, a project from one of the highest quality developers in the UAE before anyone in the market knows about it, and where you could double your money in the next 3 years? Stay tuned, watch the video, and I'll tell you the details. Hey guys, Alex here with Inside, and today I want to give you a special preview of an upcoming project on Dubai Islands by Ellington, and you'll see how we can get into this project before most people in the market even know about it. So Dubai Islands, and I'll pull up here the master plan, is an area in Dubai that's now an investor favorite because there are only so many locations that are not yet developed, especially very few locations with their own beach line. And Dubai Islands is such a location in Dubai, and a lot of my investors were either looking at Ras Al Khaimah or we're looking at Dubai Islands for investment potential. Let's take a look. I have the master plan, so there's 5 islands, and right now this is Island A and Island B are being heavily developed. Some of you have seen my prior video on Bay Grove Residences from Nakheel, which is launching over here, and the project is good. It has its own nuances. You can see my other video for that. And Ellington has an upcoming project that's going to be launched over here on their private, on a private beach. And if you look at overall on Dubai Islands, it's massive, and it will probably take the next 5-10 years for this to be developed. Originally slated as the third Palm, it was repurposed into a set of islands. And so on this side of the city, here's another aerial view. This is where the islands are located. It's close to Dubai International Airport, which those of you who remember is moving to Al Maktoum International Airport in the next 5-7 years. So let's say the airplane activity here will be diminished, which makes it better for residents, but it's still super close to Maritime City, to Burj Khalifa, to downtown, all the major locations like Dubai Mall that tourists would go to. And this community will also be self-sufficient, as is popular in Dubai. So it has its own mall that will be operational by then. And you have over 86 hotels, golf courses, villa communities. So this is slated to be a premium waterfront community. And right now it's still in the early stages of development. There's only about 20 projects that have been launched between islands A and B. And a lot of the projects are from sometimes, lesser known developers. There have been a couple more notable launches like Nakheel Bay and Bay Grove Residences from Nakheel, Rixis, of course. And now Ellington is launching their first project here in Dubai Islands. Those of you who have been following me along know that I'm a fan of Ellington because, first of all, their design reflects an aesthetic that I find appealing, and so do many international clients. This tends to be a neutral color palette. They tend to use higher than average quality materials, high quality for the kitchen appliances. And this matters because when we're thinking of resale, the people who are going to be buying it from you, they need to also like this aesthetic. So when you have developers like Danube and sometimes Damac using, in my opinion, somewhat questionable aesthetic like leopard print and gold and glitter, it appeals mainly to the Indian population, which is not bad or good, but it limits the number of people who are wanting to have that aesthetic. And so when you have more of a modern, minimal, white, open aesthetic, this appeals to Europeans, Americans, Australians, Canadians, and it's a much wider pool of people who can buy this property from you. And this is important when we're talking about resale or even renting out. For instance, if I could choose to live in properties, my first filter is always I'll look at Ellington's buildings and see what's available. Let's look deeper here just to give you a sense. So this is Dubai Islands are also part of Dubai's Master Plan 2040, which part of it is increasing the public beach line by 400%. And so Dubai Islands are a key part of that because it has 21 kilometers of beach here on the island, highlighted in orange. And right now it's these 2 islands being developed. Ellington is going to be launching over here. If necessary, you guys can reach out. I'm happy to share the master plan with you so you can geek out on it. I like to look at the details to understand where the area is going. But the main important things to understand is price per square foot here is usually between 2,000 and 2,400. Nakheel is launching right now about 2,200 dirham per square foot. And this presents for opportunities for beachfront projects at prices that you can't find anywhere else in Dubai. And if we compare this, for instance, to the Palm or Palm Jumeirah or Palm Jebel Ali, where beachfront property is quite expensive, you can see where this can grow to in the coming 5, 10 plus years. And here it's just finding availability in a project that's on the water. And the fact that Ellington will have their own beach is fantastic, and it will have some open water. I'll show you the location on a map a little bit later. I'm not going to go through the entire master plan. I do want to spend a couple minutes showing you Ellington's design aesthetic from prior launches, for instance, in Ras Al Khaimah. I'll highlight, you notice the curved angles, lots of, let's say, rounded corners you see here from the balconies, as well as when they do the lobby design, it tends to be 7 to 10 meters high. I mentioned the floor to ceiling height in most apartments is 3+ meters, which is above average for Dubai. And you see the kind of design aesthetic that they use. Similarly, this is Mercer House, for instance, in one of their Dubai projects, and that was also successful. For the first time, they incorporated retail and F&B. This is in JLT. The reason I'm showing you this is so you understand the location, you understand the developer, and here we have an opportunity to submit an expression of interest, which is where we submit a refundable amount. Usually it's 50,000 dirham. We say we want this type of floor, this type of view, and we basically have a chance to get a unit. Because by the time the information like the presentation and the floor plans and the payment plans and everything comes out, it's already usually hundreds of EOIs submitted. And so we can submit right now, wait for the information to come out. If for some reason we decide not to get it, it's okay, the money is refundable, but at least we have a good shot. And I know some of you tried to get units in Bay Grove and weren't successful and are maybe thinking of waiting until the next phase. I would say don't wait. Let's instead submit an expression of interest here for this project, which allows us to then get into a very high quality developer, find out the pricing, and invest here instead. And I'll be happy to support you with this. And so if we look here on the map, I'll highlight the location. This is Island A. There will be a mall here in the middle, and Ellington's project will be here on the beach. So you'll have some open water and perfect place for swimming. And once the community completes, this will be one of the premier locations in Dubai. Realistically, I think it's possible to double your money here and either have resale optionality or renting this out either short-term or long-term because it's relatively close to tourist destinations, and of course also to live here yourself. So let's summarize. New project coming up from Ellington in Dubai Islands, one of the best locations in Dubai. It's not very well known that this is happening on the market yet, so we have a chance to submit an expression of interest. Please reach out to me through the video. Just say it's for Alex, so I specifically receive your message. I'm happy to work with you, and I have very good connections with Ellington and most developers in the market. I end up working only with the top 10% of developers in terms of quality. I always get my investors the units that we need at the best possible prices. Sometimes I negotiate special conditions for them. I help them manage their portfolio, and this is the reason that I tend to attract investors and families and investment funds, because I think of the exit strategy right at the very beginning. I'm not here to sell you just any project that comes up. You can remember from watching my videos, I'm very selective about the projects I overview. It's only the ones where I would invest my own money. Otherwise, I don't think it's the point. And the project that I don't review, there's a reason that they're not on my channel. So I appreciate you guys' attention. Please reach out to me. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Alex, and I'll see you next time.